Hey guys, Nolar here. I'm back with a final video for Legends, at least for now. At least for the foreseeable future. Now, you know, as most of you may know or may not know, if you follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/sillynolar, right here, I ended up quitting Legends. I'm done with the game for now. Maybe forever, we'll see. It kind of depends. I mean, there's some contingencies that I would like taken care of, then I would probably come back. But until then, I'm done with the game. And I'm going to explain my reasons for it. So, just a little back history. I like to give context as much as possible. When Dragon Ball Legends was first revealed on that Google, kind of like that Google presentation, and that's why when Dragon Ball Legends first came out, it was exclusive to Android for a little while, because it was using Google's servers, not really, but kind of, as the main gateway to connect people. And they were really trying to hammer this new technology where you can connect someone from Japan to someone in the US and have a virtually lag-free experience. We all know that's a lie, but anyways, yeah. So the second anniversary, I only played I played a little bit in the beginning, wasn't into it. There's so much to do, and I mean that in a bad way, where I never felt like I was making any progress and stuff like that. And then I stopped and then came back for the first year, or restarted a new account first year. All right, well, let's play this and see how it is. And I enjoyed it, but only like the first year anniversary lasted maybe like a month. Then after that, like right after the anniversary, Namek Goku and Full Power Frieza, I was like, it's time to not having too much fun. Even though it's gotten better than it was in the beginning. I've been kind of here and there, and then I finally, when they introduced the co-op and guild systems, all right, you know what, this is fun. I like guild systems. I like co-operative stuff. More of a PvE than a PvP player. I never got too great at the game. I'm gonna be completely honest. I never got to Rush's level or anything like that, but I enjoyed it. That was the thing. I had fun. I had fun grinding with people. You know, like when the Zenkai modes came out, all that stuff. So, to me, that was great, but my enjoyment of it was hampered by the issues plagued with every mode that they had. So PvP, look, I mean, I've said this a ton of times. If you either hear me on the podcast, quick plug, every Saturday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time with Dokkan and Legends. So I'll still be there, but I might just dip out early when Legends happens. I have nothing really positive to contribute to that discussion. Or you follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/sillynolar. And I've told everyone, my issue with Legends is they make you treat it like a standalone home experience game, like something I could play on my console, because it's a very active style game. That makes sense. So you have to pay attention to have to be focused on it. And those types of games are fine. Like I enjoy those as well, but because it's a mobile game first and foremost, if I'm going to be focused and active on that game, I can't be mobile. Like I can't play that everywhere. If I got 3 minutes in the checkout line, I'm not going to be able to play a quick match of Legends, right? Because one, I want Wi-Fi, and two, there's just not enough time, and I got to focus on it. And so that kind of playstyle is good. I don't mind that at all. I like games that do that, but if it's gonna be forcing me or highly strongly recommending me playing on a Wi-Fi network, then why would I not pick up a console or pick up my PC or anything else? Contrast it to like Dokkan, where it's a very casual game. Like the gameplay itself is not very difficult. It's not active. Pick orbs for like 10 to 15 seconds, and then you let the super attack animations go. So I could play Dokkan while watching a TV show, listening to a podcast, in between doing laundry. If you're a busy person, you could start an event, and unless you don't care about time or anything like that, you can put it down, take off somewhere, do your thing, and come back like 6 hours later and continue the game. So Legends is not conducive to that. It's a very active game. I understand that, but for me personally, the biggest issue I had was if I have to sit here and just play on this, I would rather prefer to play a console game or a PC game. Well, I'm a PC gamer. PCs. So to me, that was one big issue, was the play style of the game. I like it, but it wasn't really vibing with me, and that's just me on a personal level. But then the PvP stuff, like, I'm not great, and I don't mind getting my butt kicked, but that's how you learn, right? The problem is when there's lag, or there's people cheating, or just unbearable connections, like, makes the game not fun. And I turn off PvP, or I turn off the game and I walk away. I play something else because the experience is not fun. Now, I don't know what they can do to fix the lag and all that stuff, because they've built the infrastructure on this whole concept of a peer-to-peer connection, and if they were going to change it, they would have changed it. At least that's my opinion. So I just think the lag's going to be there, and that's a big factor for me to go away, quit, because it's not a good gaming experience. So here on the screen you see the Dragon Ball Legends Twitter, and the reason why I brought this up is just to show you like what my process of quitting was second year was the make or break for me. It's like, I play a lot of gachas, I'm sure you guys know, but anniversaries are the best time to drop a ton of content. It's the best time to get new players, right? It's the hypest thing. You're gonna give out a ton of free premium currency. You're gonna have a lot of events, stuff to do. And Legends, to a lot of players, was hoping for, because after the Zenkai debacle, you know, how they introduced it, sure, they made up with it with the Legends Road Zenkai free units, but now they've gotten to a point people are still angry that Zenkai is not really obtainable past level 1. You know? Or there's no way you can get it without spending. And I know you want to spend, I get that, but it's like you need to be able to give some of your free-to-play players something. Otherwise, they're going to go away. And I mean, I'm going off on a tangent here. It's not really scripted, whole discussion here. But with gacha games, especially with a PvP-oriented game, there's always going to be whales, and there's always going to be your dolphins, and there's always going to be your free-to-play. Now, if the gameplay experience is fun, and you can string along the free-to-play players, they will stay by the game. They will always get their butts kicked by the whales and the dolphins. And especially with Legends, there's a chance, if you're, you know, fairly skilled, you can level the playing field somewhat, but not completely. You know, but that's the hierarchy of it. Like, that's just the way it is. That's the food chain. Unfortunately, if you play the game, you love the gameplay, that's the experience you're going to have. You're going to get your butt kicked by the whales. That's just it. But the developers and publishers need to give you an incentive to keep playing, because, hey, you love the gameplay, you're addicted to it, you love the IP, whatever it is, they keep you there. Problem is, they haven't really done a whole lot. I mean, they started to with the Zenkai Legend stuff, but before that, between, you know, let's say October to, when did Kai go? March or April? Wasn't a whole lot of stuff that really gave free-to-play players something to do. No, like, farmable cards. First 21. Blue 21 was the first start. Okay, and then of course the Zenkai Legends roads, like, that started to become more clear that they had a better roadmap of, hey, free-to-play players can now compete, because those Legend roads, when you get them Zenkai 7, yes, it takes a lot of work, a lot of grinding, but they are worth it. They can compete with other Zenkai units. Again, you have a shot at beating like whales, but you're never going to probably won't win more than 50% of the time. And that's okay, because in a game that's competitive, in a PvP-oriented game, having a 50% win rate is fine. That's where you want to be, at the very least. You know? So, anyways, to circle back to the context of why I'm quitting, is that the game gave very little hope to people, but towards, like, right before the anniversary, during about April, when Zenkai Legends Road Goku came out, there was a light at the end of the tunnel. Like, okay, this is pretty good. Now let's see what they do for the anniversary, because the expectation is the anniversary is going to drop a ton of content. And before that, they did the whole video and stuff and talked about guilds, guild battles, guild dungeons. So there was a lot of promising things that was going to come, or we were expecting to come for the anniversary. Then we got the anniversary. Now, every time everyone says Legends is all about banners and characters, PvP oriented, that's a good chunk of the content. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. That's just what it is. You know, them releasing new units is them like, hey, play with the shiny thing, go beat up other people with it, and go pull. Like, that's the incentive. I understand. So banners is one thing, and that's content that, you know, satiates you for, let's say, like 5 days a week, you know, and after that you need something else, right? And so, you know, of course this guy's a problem. Putting that in a little, but yeah, like, you had this challenge rush, which was okay, and again, challenge rushes aren't made for every player, especially new players. Meant for veterans who have a built-up box and they can handle that kind of difficulty. This high difficulty event, I'll send you all the help. I mean, that was pretty decent. It was okay. Trying to find before or after. Well, I wanted to talk about the raid, and here's the thing. In retrospect, the raid is essentially co-op, right? What we have for co-op. But the reason why the raid was so much more fun was because it was a global experience. And I mean, like, every server, everybody that played Legends, they were trying to kill the boss. Now, if you're familiar with global raids or world bosses and any other gacha games or like MMOs, what makes it fun is that it's a very interactive and community-based driven goal. So I understand that raid gave you a ton of currency, co-op coins, and that a lot of people just farming it left and right because there was no limit to it. I just expected, everyone else did, that once we killed the first raid boss, that HP bar, we would get another one, and the bar would continue to, like, instead of 425 million or trillion or whatever it was, it'd be like 450 trillion, and then we start all over again. And the whole point is to see how far the progress that people could make. You know, it didn't have to necessarily drop co-op coins. It could have been any currency. Like, it could have been skip tickets. It could have been energy tickets. It could have been exchange coins shop for like equipments, or Z medals or something. It could have been anything. The fact people played it hard because of the hardcore because of the rewards, but at least to me, for me, I played it because it was fun to see everyone, you know, go and kill the HP bars. Like, I did. Here's my like 10 million damage that I could do, or I did it 5 times, so I got 25 million damage done, guys. Like, I feel proud that I contributed to it. So the raid in the beginning was the most promising thing to me. I enjoy that kind of world boss experience. And we were completely let down. Like, actually, it's probably the most disappointing thing to me about this anniversary. We didn't have that. And I understand looking back at it, it's basically co-op, just a different form. But that's fine. I'm okay with that, you know? I don't know. It's just really rubbed me the wrong way that they didn't even have the foresight to think, like, we should make this last a week or the whole anniversary and just go in different missions or different things. Like, I just felt like there could have been way more engagement out of it, and it would have been super easy. All they had to do was just up the damage count or the HP number of the boss and just let people go at it, go ham. Anyways, the banners themselves, I'm not going to talk about it because, well, one, I got shafted a little bit, but no, the banners are content, like I said. Hold a new shiny character, and then you just go ham at PvP or PvE and all that stuff. Now, the problem is Vegeta Blue's a little too broken. He's like 6 months ahead of the meta. You've got that problem going. But, yeah. I mean, I have a good Vegeta Blue. I played him with him, and he's fun, and then he becomes not fun. Once you get Vegeta Blued, you're like, this is not fun. And then even when I get to Vegeta Blue somebody else, it's just not really that fun. I don't know how to describe it. It just, I don't know. The luster goes away. Like, that wasn't the case with Super Vegeta, because he wasn't, you know, that broken. And again, on the podcast, Goresh and all the guys said, like, well, the reason why it's like this is because Vegeta Blue has to now be on par, if not above, Zenkai 7 units. Zenkai 7 units, you know, they take a lot of CC to even get, and a lot of work and co-op to max out their boards. So I don't know. The meta, the way the game's going, I'm not really happy with it. That's the other contributing factor. Was, had the lag, the anniversaries wasn't very big. It was just kind of meh. Like, the positives for it was the beginning of the raids for me. Zenkai 7 Trunks, free to play Legends Road 1, and then Super Saiyan God Shallot. Like, that was fun, but everything else has been an L to me. Nothing great about it. They had these social media campaigns. I get it. As we keep moving on, equipment stuff. Okay, cool. Legends Road. That's what I'm saying. Like, I thought that was fun, and they definitely improved it from Kid Goku. Kid Goku was a grind. This was less of a grind. Way less of a grind. As long as you had some of the new characters, you were zooming through the tickets. Now, I wish they gave more older characters for people who didn't manage to pull the new units. A way to accelerate their farm too. I understand they want the incentive to go pull the new characters so you can farm this faster. Yada yada yada. I get it, but it would have been nice. Just saying. The AR stuff is cool. I didn't participate in it, but then again, I'm a boomer according to you guys, so much about it. And again, co-op's great. New banners. Now, here's the thing. They kept throwing all these other banners out, and I understand they should have used it to capitalize on it, on just the fact that people are playing, so they want to summon to get Rose to add to their God Key team, Blue and Masu. I get that, but it just felt, I don't know how else to describe it. It just felt very tacked on. It wasn't thought through. Okay, so you had GT banner and you had Future banner, right? But then you could have brought a God Key, straight up God Key. Then you would have been like, okay, so if I pulled Zamasu or if I pulled Vegito Blue, then I could build the God Key team. That's my incentive. You throw God Key, or you're saying for full power Goku, I can build a Saiyan team. I made a Saiyan banner. To me, they just kind of threw banners out there, opposed to really thoughtfully making it in the sense of new player, really build out their roster. This thing I think is really good. The way they're taking on cheaters and PvP. And I'm not a hardcore PvP player, and this win for them. As of this recording, they're still in maintenance, so hopefully a bunch of those people not only just reset, but banned. I believe not in I'm not as harsh as Gresh. Of course, he's more of a hardcore PvP player, but look, if you're gonna cheat once, just reset them once. But if they cheat again, then ban them. 2 strikes, that's it. Because what else can you do? But Gresh is a little more hardcore. He's like, you cheat, you're out. Okay, I get it, because he is directly affected by it. Me, I'm not so much. Choice battle is always nice. That's good. And then this was cool, this whole bingo thing. This bingo stuff is always fun. It's missions for everyone to do. But that, again, is kind of if we had this, I would rather have the raid instead of this. Ideally, I would rather have both, right? So engage in your app, but there we are. And then, of course, this stuff. Yeah, PyCon and the okay. This. Anyways, this is I'm just rambling on now, but my whole point with why I quit Legends is I wasn't happy before with the direction of the game. There was some hope, and I thought that this anniversary, them hitting it out of the park, renewing my faith in them. But honestly, I'm not. I wasn't it didn't click with me. Where was the guild update? That was the big thing. I love community-based things that you guys don't know already. I love working with a guild, trying to maximize, min-max build and stuff like that, just so I can help the team out. I really like that kind of stuff. Fortunately, not here. Been 3 months, 4 months, and because they haven't said a word, I don't imagine it's dropping anytime soon. They could literally drop it tomorrow, right? But the fact that there's no communication on this end at all, not even a roadmap. Like, I understand the video and stuff is supposed to give you hints to it, but like literally give us a roadmap so we can know what to expect and get us hyped, get us like, really anticipating new features, new game modes, or new things. Just, I feel tired. Maybe it's just me. I play a lot of gachas and by nature, but I love the Dragon Ball IP. Obviously, I've been playing Dokkan for 1,377 days. I think that's my login today. Playing it for a long time. I adore the Dragon Ball IP. That's probably what kept me in Legends longer than it should have. But yeah, the gameplay, Dimps, Bandai, they need to really take a hard look and figure out like how can we get these players and retain them. From what I've been hearing and seeing, and again, this is anecdotal, so it's not the whole thing, but this is my outlook so far, is that yeah, new players try it, they quit within a week. So unfortunately, you can get players to download it, but if you can't retain them, then they're not going to be paying players at any point, and you lost your business model. So anyways, guys, long-winded story of how I ended up quitting Legends, or at least taking a long hiatus. If they manage to fix these things, put in the guild system with the guild battles and dungeons, and fix their lag and fix their PvP, all that stuff, if they manage to do all that, then there's a chance I can come back. But at this point, I'm over it. I'm totally done with it. So let me know in your thoughts down below, guys. You agree with my decision? You think I'm an idiot? Yada yada yada. Let me know. I'll read it. I'm curious to see what you guys think. Agree with me, or do you think I took things expecting too much and shouldn't have? All that stuff. If you're new here, I don't know if you would like this kind of content, but I thought I had to at least put my thoughts out for people to see and hear. Hit that like button. And if you're new, I do Dragon Ball stuff. I do Dokkan mostly, but and I do play other gacha games at twitch.tv/SiblingR. Follow me. We can have a good discussion there. Anyways, guys, thanks a lot for listening to me ramble off, and I'll catch y'all next time. Noller out.